Maanden van geruchten en speculaties komen vandaag allemaal tot een einde. Nu we weer gaan racen in het openingsevenement van wat een boeiend seizoen belooft te worden. Welkom bij ronde 1 van het Formule 1 wereldkampioenschap van dit jaar.
Alright, welcome to the first episode of the return of the bulls here on F1 24. This is the two-player career mode with Bas van Zijp in Red Bull and myself in the Racing Bulls. We're gonna take on Bas van Zijp to see if we can beat him throughout the course of this season in the inferior sister car. So yeah, this is the first round here at the Bahrain International Circuit. You briefly saw the grid order there. Bas actually qualified on pole position, so he's already got the advantage before we start the first round of this 24 race long season. We are a little bit further down the field, starting from, I think it's something like P9 on the grid. I already forgot actually. Anyway, the strategy, it is looking to be a 3-stop, starting on hard, going to medium, then to soft. The tire wear is pretty high around here in Sakir, so it is definitely going to be a 2 or a 3-stop. The 1-stop isn't really on the cards. So the game is suggesting me to start on hard tires, which I'm going to do actually. We are starting from 5th place, so that's a little bit better than what I expected. So we're off for the first round of the season. Bas starting from pole position, us starting in 5th position. You can see Norris getting a better start there. He already got the run on us coming into turn 1. We try to brake late, keep the line on the outside, which turns to the inside here for turn 2. And we get the place back up into 5th place again. Back in the same position that we started in. Now behind Max Verstappen. A little bit late on the brakes, although I still decided to not actually go for a dive there. A bit of a backhand loss as well there on the exit of turn 4. As we skip the end of lap 3 now, DRS has been enabled. Bas van Zijp, aka Tuurlijk 023, is in the lead of the race. He's had the fastest lap there as well. And we are still down in 5th place with a bit of traffic in front of us. We've got the 2 Ferraris and Max Verstappen here. Charles Leclerc in 2nd place, followed by Carlos Sainz, and then the number 1 Red Bull. So we're just going to try and stick with them. And hopefully Bas will not escape too far up the front. He's got a bit of a lead there over Charles Leclerc. I think it's about 1 second. But we are still in the DRS of the 3 ahead of us.
Okay, you're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Let's keep pushing.
Lap 6 now. Our engineer is saying that we're losing a small amount of time as Norris and Hamilton are also closing in. And you can see the tires starting to wear a little bit as well. Up the inside of Verstappen here into turn 7. Let's stop down to P4 with that outbrake maneuver as we now try and dispatch the 2 Ferraris into the S section here. In the first section we close up a lot. Can we maybe shape another move up the inside in the same corner? We can. Late on the brakes, slight lock up on the inside front, which made us miss the apex a little bit. We are now up into P3 with...
Nice move, good job.
Thank you, Mark. With Charles Leclerc and Bas van Zijp in front of us. Bas is already 4.5 seconds up the road, so he is... oh, done a very good first, and I lose the backhand completely there on the exit of turn 8. And that now makes me lose a lot of driver on the back straight. And makes me lose 3 positions. We do get Norris back around the outside here. Back up into P5, but that is a very annoying mistake. Just slightly too eager on the power there. Just getting on the throttle a little bit too early. And that has left us now back to where we started in P5. So on to lap 8 now, still in the slipstream of Verstappen and Sainz. Verstappen tries to make an outbrake maneuver into turn 1 up the inside of the number 55. Side by side for the 2 of them. This is going to slow them up quite a bit, and I'm held up, a little bit stuck behind. We do find the gap up the inside of Carlos Sainz. Can we maybe get Verstappen as well and make it into a double overtake? It's 3 wide coming into turn 4, and we brake later than both of them up to P3 again. Or am I? We're losing a little bit. Sainz is actually still there. He keeps on the outside as we head into the S section. Back up into the inside, bit of a tap there. The hand goes up, but we do get Sainz as we lose that backhand completely there. The tires are really starting to wear up there. You can see another moment on the exit of turn 12. And onto lap 9 now. The tire wear isn't even that bad. 27%, but it really felt like the tires were going off. Maybe I'm just pushing a little bit too much. As Charles Leclerc, having started on the soft tires, now goes in for the undercut. Bas also elected to actually start on the hard tire. On to lap 12 now, we are gonna box, and you can see especially the left front, 57%. is pretty worn out. So we are going to make our first of 2 pit stops here at the end of lap 12, starting lap 13. Hopefully the Racing Bulls pit crew can give us a good stop here. We do get the correct turning point onto the mediums. That was a pretty slow stop. That was actually removing the right rear wheel, I think, and that caused us to have a 4.9 second pit stop, so that's a little bit annoying. That could actually lose us quite a few positions. We drop back to P8, although a couple of drivers in front of us I think haven't pitted yet, like Sainz. No, I think he did pit because he's down the hard tires, so this might be our effective position actually. We've got Valtteri Bottas in front, Alonso behind us. As we've also got quite a bit of ERS, so we're going to try and use it now to get back through the field. I'll be inside of Hamilton here, 8 to turn 12. That's us up to P7 behind our teammate Ricciardo. He definitely hasn't stopped yet. As we, as he actually goes into the pit lane now at the end of lap 13, so he seems to be on a very similar strategy as we are.
Charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
As Mark is once again encouraging us to use the battery a little bit more. We are catching up back to Sainz again with the undercut and managed to jump us also because of that slow stop. Also Norris has jumped us. Interestingly, Sainz is on the hard, Norris on the medium, so a lot of split strategies here, which is pretty interesting. Bas still in the lead of the race as we try and shape up the move from Carlos Sainz again, possibly into this hairpin here. It's a very difficult corner to get the braking right, very easy to lock up. And we decide to think better of it and just wait for the DRS here on the back straight. We get the run on the Spaniard back into P5. So a 1.7 second gap now to close to Leclerc and Norris. We should be able to do it because it looks like the pace is pretty good as we stop on lap 15. Now we've got ourselves back into DRS again. And also, we set the fast lap of the race there, 131.390, as Norris tries to cut the inside of Leclerc into turn 1. Can't get the move done. And that probably compromises exit a little bit since he had a bit of a tighter line there on the entry of turn 1. He tries it again here into turn 4. Can he actually make it stick this time? They really hold each other up quite a bit. Again, Leclerc gets a better exit on the outside. And this now allows us to go up the inside of Norris here into the S section later on the brakes, and that's us up into P4 again behind Leclerc. So we're definitely for a podium here into the final corner. At the end of lap 15, I lose the back end completely there. And for some reason my car ghosted, and also because I lost so much momentum there, I lose 2 positions again. That was, I think, maybe the brake bias is a little bit too much towards the rear. 54% brake bias. It works nicely for like, what is it, turn 8 with the left hander to rotate the car, but we're going up the inside of Sainz here. That's up to P5. Yeah, like in these slow corners, the braking balance of 55% works pretty well, but I think in the hard braking zones I should probably have it slightly more towards the front. Up the inside of Norris here into turn 12, and that's up into P4 again, although Norris tries to sort of turn in on us, and we got glued together a little bit, and that cost me a bit of driving on the exit, and that now allows Sainz as well to go up the inside. It's 3 right into the final corner. Can we be the last of the late breakers? We just about get the both of them and stay in forward position. Although that has lost us a bit of ground to Charles Leclerc. He is now out of the arrest, 1.2 seconds up the road. It's still a Red Bull 1-2 as Verstappen now pits, as does Leclerc. Trying to follow him a little bit to get a bit of slipstream. We're gonna pit as well very soon to the soft tires. As our engineer warns us that we're gonna start noticing a grip loss, and I am indeed noticing it. Very loose there on the curbings in the S section there, and again loose on the exit. So I'm definitely feeling the effects of the tire wear here, and I'm probably gonna pit on this lap. Bas is 11 seconds up the road, so we're probably not gonna be able to catch him, as we have a bit of wheel spin there again on the exit of turn 8. As we've saved up quite a bit of our ERS battery as well. We're gonna use it a little bit. I want to really save it up for when we are on the softs for the final stint of this race.
Okay, 1 stop to go, just 1 stop left in this strategy. Okay, your pit window opens next lap.
So the pit window is going to open next lap, although I think I'm probably going to pit on this lap. You can see another moment there on the exit of turn 12. The front left tire is 69%. I do actually decide to stay out for 1 more because the soft tires also roll out very quickly. As again, a bit of a scare on the exit of turn 4. I really need to be careful with that because it's very easy to overstep the marks and get into a spin or make a mistake.
Losing 2 seconds a lap to the car behind, 2 seconds.
And also losing 2 seconds to Max Verstappen, who's on fresh hard tires, so we definitely have to pit in on this lap. I'm just trying to stretch it as far as possible to actually be able to finish the race on the soft tires. The grip is really out of the window there. Another burst of wheel spin on the exit of the hairpin. So yeah, we're definitely going to film this up. I think Bas is probably going to do the same thing. The gap is now up to 17 seconds. As we have another step of oversteer there. Kicking out the rear end into the final sector. Just need to keep it together for 2 more corners before we reach the pit lane.
Box now, please. Box this lap.
And again, Bas with a 31.3 actually takes away my fastest lap. Only a couple hundreds quicker than what I did. So that has been unfortunate because that is 1 extra point into the final corner. And we're now gonna head off into the pit lane once again. Pit speed limiter.
Don't worry about that target for now. Let's just
And
focus on this pit stop.
yeah, 82% for the front left. Definitely from the left is suffering a lot. But hopefully the soft tires can now bring us to the end of this race. We're gonna have a massive undercut. But I think second place is probably the highest we can get here.
Faster than we were expecting.
Because Bas is just too far up the road. Like, we're not gonna close down 70 seconds even with this undercut. So exiting the pit lane.
No more scheduled pit stops.
That was the last stop. We rejoined the track in P5. So Leclerc and Norris once again did the undercut. But they're now on the hard tires. So we're definitely gonna have a massive pace advantage over those two with fresher and soft tires. We're gonna try and get past on them as soon as possible to not lose any time. Turning off the ERS actually just to save it a little bit while we're stuck behind the McLaren and the Ferrari. Into the S section, unfortunately we are probably going to get held up here. Look at that, we just have so much more corner speed, but I can't really use it at the moment. Up the inside of Leclerc, we've made a lot of overtakes into this corner. That seems to be one of our strong points. I nearly ran into the back of Norris there.
Good job. Nice overtake.
Thank you, Mark. Now getting the run on Norris. I waited a little bit, just saving the ERS for the start finish straight to get past him, although Norris defends a little bit and I actually ran into the back of him. I was lucky there to not actually get any wing damage. But now we have clear air and I'm going to really push and try and get that fastest lap back again from Bas. With Carlos, you can see his name is still highlighted in purple there on the left, on the top left. Yellow flags there. I think one of the Williams cars retired from the race. Luckily no safety car. Although actually safety car will probably help me to close down the gap again. Anyway, purple first sector. Now going into the second sector. It's going to be another purple as we go into turn 12 here. So we are on for the fast lap and we're also closing off for 3.6 seconds. On the back straight here into the final corner, braking just after one on the leaderboard. Down to third gear and I'm actually going to keep it in fourth for the traction. Very good exit there. ERS up into overtake mode, run up towards the line. This is going to be the fast lap of the race, 1:30.138.
Fastest lap of the race.
And that's the new fast lap of the race. We should probably be fine for that to actually get the extra point. So yeah, we've got that one in the bag now. But Bas is still like 30 seconds up the road. It's crazy the advantage he's got. But he has actually pitted yet for soft tires. Or actually, he might actually be doing the 2-stop. Yeah, I think that's what he's doing. So he's not going to pit for softs again. So at least we have the fastest lap now.
We need to get to the end of the race on these tyres.
Yeah, the engineer warning us now that we are catching the car, but we need to get to the end of the race on these tires, so we need to be wary of that, because the tires are wearing off a lot. Another moment there, maybe you need to try and be a little bit smoother to avoid wheel spin and avoid damaging the tires more than what I need to. So we're going to start the last lap now, correction, the penultimate lap, onto lap 28. Bas actually did pit for soft tires, so he is on the 3-stopper as well. No, the 2-stopper, doing 3 stints. We have a nice bit of stage for Verstappen. We go up the insider into turn 1. This should be quite a straightforward overtake maneuver here with the tight line on the inside, and that's now up to second place in between the two Red Bulls. But yeah, Van Zijp was in the league of his own there, 90 seconds up the road. Verstappen actually tries to attack us back here into turn 4. We're going to try to do the switch back here, try and crawl back underneath. Oh, a bit of a back and loss. It's turning out to be a really nice battle for P2. Verstappen gets the place back. We have to settle back to P3 again. A brake move into here. No, not quite. I think better of it. We still have one more lap remaining. I can just wait for the DRS to try and do the same move as I did the previous lap to limit the damage here and still get second place. Another huge back end loss there on the exit of the final corner. But we do have the DRS to start with the last lap. Back through on our compatriots. It's a Dutch 1-2-3. And at least we've got one of the Red Bulls back now as we start with the last lap. So we should be fine to hang on to this second position. Oh, another moment there on the exit. I really need to be careful. The front left is 77%. So we are definitely getting within puncture territory. As once again Verstappen goes back up the inside into turn 4. We're going to try and do the same switchback maneuver, but we can't get the exit over the curbs there. We're going to try and just stay as close as possible to the back of the Red Bull in front of us. Possibly set something up into the breaking point of turn 10, but we just need to get the exit and try to minimize the wheel spin as much as possible into turn 10 here. This is one of the slowest corners on the circuit, also one of the trickiest ones, but we do get the DRS into overtake mode. Are we closing up? It looks like we are. We're gaining a lot there as we go back through on Verstappen into turn 10. Back up into second place. You can just see how much I'm struggling with the tires. 83% now for the front left as Bas crosses the line and wins the first round of the season. But you can see on the left there, the front left tire is actually punctured 2 corners away from home, and then it's going to lose our speed too to Verstappen as we just lose all of the drive into the final corner. I just can't find the grip. I run out wide because my left front tire is completely punctured now. You can see how much it's flapping about, and we're actually going to lose out on second place. We are still able to hang on to a podium position, but that was unfortunate because we did lose a couple points with a puncture on the last lap. So we really stretched the tires as far as we could possibly do it. I'm actually happy that I stretched some mediums as well and actually stuck to my original pit strategy, even though the tire was pretty severe on the medium tires. Because if I would have pitted a lap earlier, I would have probably had a puncture a lap earlier as well, and it would have dropped me back a lot, possibly even outside of the points.
Het is altijd geweldig om het seizoen te starten met een raceoverwinning. Je begint meteen goed en dat is ook heel belangrijk voor het vertrouwen in de toekomst. Het is zo belangrijk om mooi van start te gaan en dat is precies wat er vandaag bereikt is.
So yeah, P3, not the worst result, but we are starting on the back foot here as Bas wins the first round of the season. So yeah, that was the first round. Apologies if my voice sounds a little bit tired. I'm actually slightly ill at the moment, so yeah, it probably wasn't the best timing to record this commentary, but anyway, it's a nice Dutch complete lookout of the podium, and yeah, a pretty decent way to start the season with a podium. Of course, we are in the Racing Bulls car, so we can't really expect to beat Bas van Zijp right out of the gate. We just need to try and upgrade the car, get as many resource points, and get as close as possible to hopefully challenge him in the next couple of races. So this is where I'm going to leave it for episode 1 of the return of the Bulls on F1 24. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.